I was inspired and moved by his story just as local filmmaker from Detroit, Mike Rott, was inspired to produce this documentary. And I want to thank Reverend Anthony for helping to let us share this incredible story. Before bringing Lieutenant Colonel Jefferson forward for a special presentation, we would like to have you share 2 minutes of the documentary.
Translated to English meaning air gangster, Luftgangster was a name given to American airmen by the Nazi regime during World War II.
Colonel F. Ho!
Alexander Jefferson, Lieutenant Colonel, United States Air Force,
Right.
retired.
Ho!
I was born in 1921 in Detroit, Michigan. When I joined the 332nd, we flew top cover for B-17s and B-24s. As they went into the bombing run, I saw a bomber get hit by flak. The damn thing hit, exploded. I said to myself, damn, I just saw 10 men die. My introduction to war. My 19th mission was where I got shot down.
Bogies coming in, 11 o'clock high. Bubble Blue 3, Bubble Blue 3, this is Bubble Blue 4.
I spent 9 months in Germany as a POW. We were there till April the 29th, 1945. We were liberated by General Patton's Third Army. We're sitting there, somebody said, there's a place down the road with a lot of dead people. What are you talking about? We got a Jeep. About 20 miles down the road, you could smell it before you got to it because the ovens were still warm where they were burning bodies. I saw Dachau, man's inhumanity to man. Whatever you see, whatever you've seen, whatever you can think, double it. And today, someone has the audacity to tell me that the Holocaust never happened. Came back across the Atlantic Ocean by boat, flags waving, Statue of Liberty. Here we come, walking down the gangplank, good thing back home. Bottom of the gangplank, a little white soldier, whites to the right and niggers to the left. God damn it, back home.
Bogies coming in, 11 o'clock high. Bubble Blue 3, Bubble Blue 3, this is Bubble Blue 4. Bogies coming in, Bogies coming in. Hey, folks, this is Jim. How do you read me? Over. Seen him?
As we celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Tuskegee Airmen, I'm proud to have Detroit native, Tuskegee Airman, and former POW, 94 years old, Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Jefferson, join us tonight for a special presentation. Tonight, we have the honor of awarding one of the military's highest honors, the Bronze Star. We also want to welcome his granddaughter, Ernestine, and fellow Tuskegee Airmen and friends who are with him this evening. When Lieutenant Colonel Jefferson was sworn into the U.S. Army Reserves during World War II, he entered a military service so segregated that even blood plasma was separated by race. Even so, he volunteered to be a flying cadet to serve his country. At the time, he was part of a program known as the Tuskegee Experiment. He trained for months including time at Selfridge Air Force Base, and on June 3, 1944, he left for Europe. On August 12, 1944, Lieutenant Colonel Jefferson began his 19th mission, was shot down and taken prisoner by the Nazis. He was a POW for the remainder of the war. On April 29, 1945, his prison camp was liberated and he witnessed the atrocities at Dachau concentration camp before coming home. In 1972, the first meeting of what was to become the Detroit chapter of the Tuskegee Airmen was held in his basement. With his leadership, the Tuskegee Airmen has become an internationally renowned organization. Now, this is not the whole story of Lieutenant Colonel Jefferson's life, which contrasts the atrocities of World War II with racism in America and ultimate personal heroism. If you're interested in learning more about his story, you can find the documentary on iTunes, and we would encourage you to check it out. So now, I would, with all of my colleagues, Senator Peters and House members joining me, I'd like to ask all of the veterans in the room to stand. In fact, it'd be wonderful if everybody wanted to stand one more time for a special presentation. The Bronze Star Medal is awarded for historic achievement or historic service in a combat zone. Lieutenant Colonel Alexander not only never received his decoration, he was unaware of it, that he was even awarded the decoration until recently. So it's my honor to correct that oversight and deliver this medal to its right and proper home on the chest of Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Jefferson.
By the way, you're not military, but may I see you? Good.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
What an honor.
Thank you, thank you, thank
What an
you.
honor.
Thank you so much.
What an honor.
Would you like to? Yes. Would you like to say anything? All right. All right.
I have only one thing. Google my name.
The man's promoting all the time.
Not only will we Google your name, but we're going to Google your name and put your name in our hearts. Let's give him another round of applause. Amen. God bless you. And the Tuskegee Airmen and folk for what they have done for our nation.